Mind reading present. 10 psychological questions to ask someone on a first date. Navigating uncharted waters on a first date is exciting, but it's also a little nerve-wracking. The joy of meeting new people is mixed with the uncertainty of not knowing what makes them tick. What if you could crack that code the first time you went out together? Good news, you can. Asking the right psychological questions can not only ease your anxiety, but also provide a window into your date's mind. This isn't just a party trick. It's a meaningful question that can help you both decide if you're a good match. Let's dive into 10 questions that could make your first date truly unforgettable. Number 1. What is your ideal way to spend the weekend? When it comes to first date questions, this is a gem. Why? Because it is an open invitation to one's world. The way your date chooses to relax in her free time can tell you a lot about her priorities, interests, and lifestyle. Are they the type of adventurers who want to spend weekends camping in the wilderness? Or do they prefer to spend the night comfortably while watching their favorite shows? Perhaps they are the kind of social butterflies who can't resist the temptation of a crowded party or a night walk in the city. This question is like a glimpse of how suitable your lifestyle is. Whether you're a homebody or a thrill seeker, knowing how your date spends his or her weekends can help you gauge how well you fit into each other's lives. Number 2. Over the past month, what are the happiest memories for you? Happiness is the ultimate universal language, and asking about recent happy memories is like opening a treasure chest of emotions and experiences. It reveals not only what makes your date enjoyable, but also what they value most. Are their fondest memories of career achievements, which demonstrate ambition and a strong work ethic? Was the day spent with the family, to show how important their relationship was? Or maybe it was a solo adventure, which highlighted their independent nature. This question has another important purpose. It embeds positivity into the conversation. Sharing happy memories invites smiles, laughter, and warmth. It's a chance for your date to relive a fun experience, and for you to share that joy, even if it's just for a moment. And who knows, today's date could be the next happy memory they talk about. Number 3. How do you organize your life and work? In our busy, ever-traveling society, the topic of work-life balance is more relevant than ever. You're bound to cover the topic of work someday in the future, and when you do, this question can be a natural one to follow up on. However, this doesn't just scratch the surface. It digs deeper to uncover how your date values their time. Are they workaholics, constantly glued to laptops, or do they deliberately disengage and invest in their personal lives? But there is more. This question is also a hidden way to gauge future compatibility. If one of you wants to work long hours while the other prefers to leave early for a hike, it may lead to conflict later on. So don't hesitate to ask about work-life balance. It's not just about how they set up 9 to 5 hours. It's about how they organize their lives. Number 4. What do you think is the definition of success? Defining success is like creating a unique fingerprint. Everyone is different. For example, one person may love a life of luxury and exotic travel, while another person may find satisfaction in a quiet family life and deep relationships. So when you put this question into conversation, when it turns out to work, it serves as a window into one's philosophy of life, ambitions, and dreams. What are they fighting for? What achievements will make them feel accomplished? You will get an idea of what they expect in their lives a few years from now, and therefore, they may hope that their future with you will look that way too, if you take your distance. Number 5. What is your love language? The unique way each of us expresses and receives affection. Throwing this question into your date night chat is not only romantic, but also profound. Does your date thrive on words of affirmation, or do they feel most loved through acts of service? When your date shares their love language, they're essentially giving you personalized guidance on how to connect with them on a deeper level. Also, don't forget the practical side. Knowing each other's love language early on can avoid a lot of confusion and misunderstanding later on. And here's a big bonus. Discussing love language can naturally steer the conversation in a more intimate direction, resulting in a date that is memorable and stands out from the rest. So, feel free to ask questions. It's like opening a secret path to your date's heart. Do you dare to intervene? Number 6. What is one thing you wish others knew about you? Imagine opening the curtains and peering into the hidden aspects of one's psyche. That's what this question can offer. Maybe your date wishes people knew how much they loved, but it's hard to express it. Or maybe they're talented artists who haven't dared to exhibit their work. By inviting them to share something they wish others knew about them, you're essentially saying, hey, I'm really interested in the real you, not just the things you look like on the surface. And that's where, how emotional connection is born. This question gives your date space to reveal a side of him that is often hidden. It can also uncover vulnerabilities or aspirations, such as VIP permissions for some of them that are often kept secret. Number 7. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? This question may seem like a simple personality quiz you're used to finding on social media, but don't underestimate its strength. Knowing where someone is on the introvert or extrovert spectrum can change the way you relate to each other. Do they love parties, or do they crave cozy evenings? Knowing this isn't just planning a date in the future, it maps out how you can fit into each other's lives, the way you socialize, and even the way you resolve conflicts, and their answers will probably surprise you greatly. When people meet me, I'm often in a good mood and talkative because that's when I go out. So often, they are surprised when they hear that I'm actually introverted. You can't see the full picture from just one date, but this question can give you a more in-depth look at their psychology. Number 8. What are you most grateful for? Gratitude is not just pleasant words. It is the glue that unites people in joy and sorrow. Asking your date what they're most grateful for gives you an in-depth picture of their core values and priorities. Is it family, career, or perhaps something more abstract, like a sense of freedom or personal growth? When they share their gratitude list, pay close attention. You don't just hear words, you adjust the frequency, things that raise their spirits and make their heart sing. This question is not a one-time one. It's an echo that will reverberate through the potential of your relationship, reminding you of what keeps your partner afloat when life gets chaotic. Number 9. How important is family to you? Our relationship with family is fundamental, influencing the way we approach other relationships, overcome challenges, and even celebrate victories. So, when you ask this, you're basically asking, how do you love? And who taught you to love that way? Their answers will give you an idea of their emotional base, whether it's a sanctuary of warmth and encouragement, an intricate web of ups and downs, or perhaps a chapter they've been through. The way your date talks about family can reveal a kind of roadmap, one that shows past emotional journeys and suggests future journeys. Whether family is their cornerstone or stepping stone, understanding their importance to them can give you valuable insight into your date. Number 10. What's the barrier to your deal? I keep this list positive because first dates aren't usually the best time to ask about things like failures and regrets. However, there are some important things that are best known in advance, so that both of you will not waste precious time. That's why this question closes the curtain even more. Will your date hesitate with the idea of a long-distance relationship? Do they have strong opinions on issues you care deeply about, such as politics, religion, or family planning? It's better to identify non-negotiable things now than to drown in chapter 10 in your relationship and find that you're reading a completely different book. By having the courage to pop up a deal breaker, you're setting the foundation for open and honest communication, an essential trait for any successful relationship. Even if you find some discrepancies, it doesn't mean that the date failed. Think of it as information that guides both of your decision-making. Like turning to the last page of a mystery novel, it provides valuable clues as to whether to continue reading along or perhaps start a new story. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.